I've been trying to think of what to say when I see you, how to make you understand. I should start a few weeks ago, I think. That's when everything began to shift out of focus. In fact, I can pinpoint the day, the first Sunday in November, the first day it really felt like winter was approaching, when the temperature dropped 20 degrees and the clouds threatened snow, and Mrs. Klein nearly died right on the floor in the middle of stomping grounds, with everyone twisting around in their seats to get a better view. That's what took me back to the campsite for the first time in almost 10 years. That's what set this all in motion. I'm sure you remember how seriously everyone takes the holiday season in Calvary, and I think things have only escalated since you've been gone. The entire downtown was plastered in competing decorations, with dancing skeletons or turkeys and pilgrim hats displayed prominently in most of the shop windows. Hotel Calvary, always ahead of the curve, already had garland wrapped around the pole supporting its awning, and someone had recently tied big red bows around all of the streetlights in preparation for the holidays. I set up my chalkboard easel on the sidewalk, which featured a large pumpkin sketched out in orange chalk, and scribbled "Gobble Gobble" next to the block of text advertising our apple cider. I unlatched the doors at my normal time. The high schooler who helped me out part-time on weekends, Anna McCarran, arrived 20 minutes late, which was also her normal time. We were busy, but not overly so. The Sunday crowd is more steady than the typical weekday crowd, but without the rush of people around 7:30 trying to get coffees on their way to work. It wasn't busy enough for Anna, apparently, who rested on her elbows in between customers, swiping listlessly on her phone, blonde hair brushing the countertop. Her hair was always down, no matter how many times I asked her to tie it back. I bussed tables and cleaned coffee mugs and, maybe just to make a point to Anna that there was always more work to be done, wiped down the windows overlooking Main Street. I opened Stomping Grounds when I came back from Chicago, using the money I got from selling my mother's place. We're right in the spot where Mr. Hunt's ice cream shop used to be, the place you, me, and Emily used to walk to on Saturdays when we couldn't come up with anything better to do. Sometimes we'd take Culver Street down from your house, shuffling along in single file, diving off the street onto the narrow dirt ridge lining the road when an unexpected car hurtled around a bend. Other times we'd cut through the woods, the better way, the more direct way. But then we had to pass through some of Mr. Reeves' property, and he used to get so mad that he posted signs promising to shoot the next kid who came through. "I think he'd really do it," you used to insist after the sign went up, turning red and angry and sullen if one of us suggested the shortcut. Emily would laugh at you, tell you that was stupid, but if I'm being honest, we were all a little scared to find out what would happen if we tested him. I was thinking about Mr. Hunt's ice cream shop that morning. Those huge cardboard cylinders of mint chocolate chip and Rocky Road ice cream, lined up behind that glass pane, fitting snugly beside each other in the refrigerated counter that I ripped out 2 years ago to put in the coffee bar. I could almost see us, slouched down in those white plastic chairs, bored and sticky and trying to figure out what to do next. That's when the door jangled and 4 teenagers tumbled in, shouting and howling at each other, 2 boys and 2 girls. The blonde boy strutted across the coffee shop, his hair meticulously waxed, a self-important smirk on his face. His camo sweatshirt, distressed to look old and fitted to look expensive, probably cost more than everything I was wearing combined. His beefy friend swaggered next to him, hands in the pockets of his sweatpants, and the girls followed close behind, giggling in matching black puffy coats and high ponytails. They bypassed the counter entirely and settled in at a table in the back, purses, coats, and scarves scattered everywhere. "Friends of yours?" I asked Anna, and her raised eyebrow let me know I had asked a stupid question, that any one of 100 different cues, the shimmering eyeshadow, the fluffy boots, should have clued me in on the fact that they ran in different social circles. "Anna!" the blonde boy shouted in an exaggerated baritone, emphasizing the last syllable. This sent the girls into another fit of high-pitched laughter. Anna rolled her eyes, flipped her hair over her shoulder, and returned her attention to her phone. and in that moment I actually felt a surge of affection for her.